My name's Linda, and I will be presenting a TED Talk today on the technology in the classroom that's really useful for young children. It is called Starfall, Learn to Read. It's a phonological awareness program that's available for our young children. Phonological awareness skills developed through digital interactive online learning is a program called Starfall. Its target language is English. There's ELL, ELD, and ESL support, as well as struggling readers, and this program is also culturally relevant, and we will see that as we navigate through the program itself. Stephen and Susan Schultz are the founder of Starfall. Stephen himself as a young child struggled as a reader, so he wanted to ensure that no other child would have this against them. So he invented or created this wonderful program called Starfall, and he says that it should bring wonder and delight to students, and as well as to parents and or teachers, because it's such a low cost or no cost fee. Starfall education is fun, it's engaging, and an accessible resource. It supports early literacy. Again, it's a free website. There's online interaction, games, and activities. It's a systematic, phonic approach. There's massive educators and teachers' input involved, unlike a lot of the programs where you have corporate involvement and they're not educators. So they definitely have a different strategy in mind here. It's a research-based curriculum. There's Common Core and Standard Aligned. There's national readers experts that help to put together the research, this extensive research, to make sure that what was in the Starfall programs was definitely Common Core and Standard aligned. The best practices in reading are also included. The National Institute of Child Health and Human Development determined that there are 5 initial focuses that need to occur in Starfall and or reading development: phonological awareness, systematic approach, vocabulary, fluency, and comprehension. The effectiveness of Starfall. Studies have shown for Title I kindergarten students that these students achieved proficiency on their DRA. 2013 Starfall Kindergarten English and Language Arts Curriculum. So that's the great improvement. So this non-language limited English proficiency, you see the growth. Starfall is in the green and non-Starfall is in the purple. So you can see for yourself the growth, the progress that's made if you have a student that's using the Starfall program. Starfall has 4 reading levels. We have ABCs, Learn to Read, It's Fun to Read, and I'm Reading. I'll talk more about those in a bit. There are 4 language modalities or domains that are involved: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Starfall also has other activities for the kids to utilize. However, we're not going to go into those. Again, as I spoke earlier, the membership is yearly. For home, $35 with an email. Teacher, $70 for a single teacher with 6 students, and I think that's pretty inexpensive. Classroom, $150. There's not a limit of how many children in the classroom. School membership, $270 a year. That's absolutely phenomenal for K1 and 2, because those are the grades and ages that they accommodate, preschool through 7, 8 years old. Here are my references, but I want to go back and talk about, I want to go back and talk about the 4 ABCs. Here is the 4 reading levels. The 4 reading levels here. We have, for the ABCs, of course, they're focusing on, again, your phonemic awareness. We're talking about it's children learning about the shape, the form of the alphabets, and the sounds that these alphabets make, these symbols make. Then when we get into the Learn to Read, the students are focusing on more of the phonics level, the knowledge of letters, sound, putting together to form words. It's Fun to Read. Here the students are focusing on more of your a variety of genres that they're going to be focusing on as far as your fiction, nonfiction, your comics. And I'm reading, again, will also be focusing on those same things. So interact using interactive online is really great, and we will see in just a bit. So just focus here for a bit as I get out of here and I go to Starfall itself. One of the things I want to show you is that how Starfall, the interaction actually takes place. Here, you can focus on any sound that you want. You can choose a letter.
A.
And here the arrow shows us that, here, at this arrow, it shows us that the children can touch, and it'll tell them to move on. Just stay on the screen.
Ah.
Gives them the sound, gives them a picture to go with it,
Ah. Apple.
and then it puts the sound and the letter together to form the word apple. Again, the stars tell us we can move on.
Ah. Apples. Ah.
I'm going to discontinue this one. I'm going to move on to something different just to show you. Learn to read. That's one of the things about, oh, there he goes. Okay, when the students have focused on the short A vowel sound, then they get an opportunity to actually now start using level 2, that learn to read, put it together with the symbols that they've learned, the alphabet, the phonemic sounds that they've learned from the alphabet, and they can actually read. First, they will go here and play a different game.
Make a word with ah. And to match the picture. Can.
So, can. They've already been through the alphabet process, the phonemic portions of it. So now, so they take it. Is it push?
Can. Fan.
Again. Makes a sound.
Fan.
So now as an educator, you will support this. You will probably give a pre-lesson on this, and this will be the additional support that the students will have. I'm going to close this out. I want to show you all the activities that actually, let's go back here. And let's do, no, math. Don't want to do math. Excuse me. Let's do the calendar. I want to show you the calendar because here.
January 2017. Let's make a calendar.
Again, what I wanted to show you primarily is that how the students, not only they interact and they're learning the days of the week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
They will also be learning, if for some reason they don't know what this is saying, they can press on the ear and it will read it for them. That's another support for this program.
What day of the week is it today?
If they're stuck, they don't know what to do, something should eventually show up for them. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, here it is. It just lights up to show you it's Friday.
Great job.
Okay.
Today is Friday, January 20th, 2017.
One of the things I want to show you about this program, what I want to show you, and it's not allowing me to show you, is unless we go through the entire program, is that at the end of this calendar event, the students will have an opportunity.
Fill in the missing day and date.
We will actually have the opportunity to print out a page to reflect.
20th. Friday. Great job.
Okay. And this is technology. This happens. Why it's not going for me, I don't know. Okay, so it looks like I've got a little freeze here.
Friday.
Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Took me back. Okay, I'm going to close this out. It appears that sometimes this happens with technology. You don't always get what you want. But I'm reading, which is the most important one. Here in this area, the students will have an opportunity to go in for any of your stories that are myths, or the stories that are from different genres. So fables, fiction and nonfiction, comics, folk tales, Greek, as I said earlier. Let's see what happens if I go in here. There we go. So we have several stories from the fiction and nonfiction available for our students to read. And again, as an educator, you will make sure that you've done your part and read these stories, prepared some questions, so that when the students go to the computer and they're reading these stories, they're interacting with the stories, then you get an opportunity to put together a writing assignment, a reading assignment with the students together to work and to support their reading. Again, this is a grand support for our EL students, for our struggling readers. So this is an excellent program, as I said, and I really like this program, and it's not very expensive at all. So again, I thank you for listening to me do my TED Talk on Starfall. Thank you.